1987 Philippine Constitution 1. Part 9. Article 15. The family. Family as the foundation of the nation. The state recognizes the Filipino family as the foundation of the nation. Accordingly, it shall strengthen its solidarity and actively promote its total development. Marriage, as inviolable social institution. Marriage, as an inviolable social institution, is the foundation of the family and shall be protected by the state. Define marriage. Marriage is a special contract of permanent union between a man and a woman entered into in accordance with law for the establishment of conjugal and family life. It is the foundation of the family and an inviolable social institution whose nature, consequences, and incidents are governed by law and not subject to stipulation, except that marriage settlements may fix the property relations during the marriage within the limits provided by this code. The right of spouses to found a family. The state shall defend 1. The right of spouses to found a family in accordance with their religious convictions and the demands of responsible parenthood. 2. The right of children to assistance, including proper care and nutrition, and special protection from all forms of neglect, abuse, cruelty, exploitation, and other conditions prejudicial to their development. 3. The right of the family to a family living wage and income, and 4. The right of families or family associations to participate in the planning and implementation of policies and programs that affect them. Who has the duty to care for the elderly? The family has the duty to care for its elderly members. But the state may also do so through just programs of social security. Article 16. General provisions. Colors of Philippines flag. The flag of the Philippines shall be red, white, and blue, with the sun and 3 stars, as consecrated and honored by the people and recognized by law. New name for the country, is it possible? The Congress may, by law, adopt a new name for the country, a national anthem, or a national seal, which shall all be truly reflective and symbolic of the ideals, history, and traditions of the people. Such law shall take effect only upon its ratification by the people in a national referendum. Can you file a case against the state? The state may not be sued without its consent. Composition of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. The Armed Forces of the Philippines shall be composed of a citizen armed force which shall undergo military training and serve, as may be provided by law. It shall keep a regular force necessary for the security of the state. Oath or affirmation to defend this Constitution. 1. All members of the armed forces shall take an oath or affirmation to uphold and defend this Constitution. 2. The state shall strengthen the patriotic spirit and nationalist consciousness of the military, and respect for people's rights in the performance of their duty. 3. Professionalism in the armed forces and adequate remuneration and benefits of its members shall be a prime concern of the state. The armed forces shall be insulated from partisan politics. Prohibition to engage in partisan political activity. No member of the military shall engage directly or indirectly in any partisan political activity, except to vote. No member of the armed forces be appointed in civilian position. No member of the armed forces in the active service shall, at any time, be appointed or designated in any capacity to a civilian position in the government, including government-owned or controlled corporations or any of their subsidiaries. Laws on retirement of military officers. Laws on retirement of military officers shall not allow extension of their service. Proportionate recruitment of armed forces. The officers and men of the regular force of the armed forces shall be recruited proportionately from all provinces and cities as far as practicable. Tour of duty of the Chief of Staff. The tour of duty of the Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces shall not exceed 3 years. However, in times of war or other national emergency declared by the Congress, the President may extend such tour of duty. Police force civilian in character. The state shall establish and maintain one police force, which shall be national in scope and civilian in character, to be administered and controlled by a National Police Commission. The authority of local executives over the police units in their jurisdiction shall be provided by law. Consumers' protection. The state shall protect consumers from trade malpractices and from substandard or hazardous products. 100% ownership of mass media. The ownership and management of mass media shall be limited to citizens of the Philippines, or to corporations, cooperatives, or associations, wholly owned and managed by such citizens. Prohibition of monopolies in commercial mass media. The Congress shall regulate or prohibit monopolies in commercial mass media when the public interest so requires. No combinations and restraints of trade or unfair competition therein shall be allowed. Advertising industry shall be regulated by law. The advertising industry is impressed with public interest, and shall be regulated by law for the protection of consumers and the promotion of the general welfare. Only Filipino citizens or corporations or associations at least 70% of the capital, of which is owned by such citizens, shall be allowed to engage in the advertising industry. Article 17. Amendments or revisions. Who can propose amendment or revision to the Constitution? The following can propose amendments. A. The Congress, by 3/4 of all its members. B. A Constitutional Convention, and C. People's Initiative. The following can propose revisions. A. The Congress, by 3/4 of all its members. B. A Constitutional Convention. Meaning of amendment. The process of altering or amending a law or document, such as a constitution, by parliamentary or constitutional procedure. It is a piecemeal change to part of a constitution. Meaning of revision. It is a holistic and fundamental change to a constitution, or a change of a substantial part thereof. Required number of people in People's Initiative. At least 12% of the total number of registered voters, of which every legislative district must be represented by at least 3% of the registered voters therein. No amendment under this section shall be authorized within 5 years following the ratification of this Constitution, nor oftener than once every 5 years thereafter. Kinds of initiative. A. Initiative on the Constitution. B. Initiative on the statute. C. Initiative on local legislation.